Peace. Welcome back to the Voices of Reason show. I'm your host, Skilo Slim, and today we have a very special person in the building. I'm glad they came back because last time I messed everything up and I had a whole scheduling thing, blah, blah, blah. But they're here today, so I'm going to ask her to introduce herself, and we're going to jump right into it. How you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
Doing good, you know. Happy to be here. What's going on? Why don't you tell the people a little bit about what you do?
My name is Alesha Dumas, and I'm with Sparks Academy, which is a nonprofit youth organization dealing with inner city youth. And I've been doing this for 5 years now, so just honored and blessed to be able to do it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. So you say it's called the Sparks Academy?
Sparks Academy. And basically the name came from every fire starts with a spark, and together we make a blaze. So.
I like that.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
So what's your main curriculum? What do what's the purpose?
Pretty much is to advance the youth beyond their current settings. You know, a lot of the youth, they have different goals and they want to, go through different walks of life, and they can't, really do that with the, I can't even really think of the terminology for it, but a lot of kids, inner city youth, should I say, they're not able to go to college, on college tours. They're not able to, assist in the community like they would, want to or want to do, any other time. It's just like they're impacted by so much in the community, but they're unable to do it. So that's where I come in, and I'm able to, make that happen. So we, go on college tours. We do stuff in the community. We give back. We have book bag giveaways. We have, it's unlimited of the things that we've done. We're behind a lot of side partners like United Brotherhood. We're behind, Willie Hamilton, Robert Wagner, different people like that. So I partner up with a lot of people. So like I said, we just do a lot of stuff in the community. When people ask us to come out and help out with different things, we're more than willing to come out. They're supposed to do 20 hours of community service each month. So each month, each kid does 20 hours. And then at the end of that, they get a certificate that tells you how many hours or how many months they've completed. So at the end of the program, we have a scholarship for them. So
that's dope. That's dope. What made you want to do that? You said 5 years ago, you just was like, I'm gonna just start doing this, or was it something?
Well, my daughter will always bring over her friends, and then we will always end up going different places and going to the nursing homes or going out caroling and, different stuff like that. So then we were just like, why don't we start an organization where you all could bring in more friends, and then, we can make an impact, in our community. So that's pretty much how it started. Plus my daughter, she's the only child. She'll be 18 this year, going off to college.
Oh, yeah,
so
congrats.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. But so she always had, people over from the church. And so we were like, how can we make a difference in our community? How can we give back? How can we help ourselves? How can we be a blessing to someone else? So that's pretty much where it started from.
That's dope. That's
Thank
dope.
you.
So what was the process like getting started? Because I know a lot of people that want to do nonprofit stuff and they want to help people, but
Right.
how do you get into that?
Well, for us, we just kind of were through in there. Obviously I went in there blindsided. I didn't know what to do. The only thing I knew is that I had a passion for helping people,
Right.
and I have a heart for helping. So it came, kind of natural for us. We were always like, what do you need help with? What can I do? How can we make this happen? Networking, going to different meetings, I can't remember the name of the organization. I think it was like the 360 or something. I will always go to those meetings and, network with people and let them know what we did in the community. And they were just like with open arms, can you guys come here? Can, we partner up, or can we do something? So it went from doing little stuff to we did the adopt a teen, adopt an elder. Each year I adopt 25 teens and 25 elders. I give them a $25 gift card, invite them to come out for dinner, and we just kind of speak about the organization, and it's just kind of like a community dinner. And the kids help out, they cater it, different stuff like that. They cook, And
dope.
yeah, and so that's how we, just kind of started off, like just bringing people in. Plus they heard gift cards. Okay, wow, $25 gift card, like I want one, so then they were, signing up left and right. So it kind of steered from there. And, food is always,
that's always a good
I'll
thing.
always get somebody to come and, just network. So that's pretty much how we just started. So like I said, it kind of came natural and just doing what we like to do.
That's dope. So how would a person get involved? Like if I wanted to get a younger person involved, what would I have to do?
Well, I lowered the age. It was 12 through 16, so now it's 11 through 16. At 3202 Evans Street, which is King Solomon Baptist Church, is where we're at right now on Fridays and Saturdays. So from Fridays from 6 to 10, so it's every other Friday, and every other Saturday from 9 to 12. It's where we're meeting at right now and doing stuff with the kids. So if they want to do a sign up, they're more than welcome to come out, like again, to 3202 Evans Street, and they can do a sign up and basically, kind of get acquainted from there.
That's dope.
Thank you.
So y'all have any other events that you do, like anything that like coming up or anything like that?
We do. We have a back to school giveaway, and that's going to be, I do believe it's the second week in August. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe it's like August the 8th at King Solomon. So we'll be doing a book bag giveaway there. Last year we did over 150 book bags. The year before last, it was smaller, so it was like 75. And but now that I've partnered up with a couple other people, we're trying to do 300 to 350 this year, most definitely.
That's dope, right there.
Thank you. And we do like the free haircuts and food, face painting, bounce houses, and just an abundance of things. Local performers, most definitely. We always have like Alan Stevenson, Andre Rash, they come out, they support Sparks Academy most definitely, and they always perform. They're always willing to help and go the extra mile when it comes to the local performers. So
yeah, that's a beautiful
shout out
thing.
to them.
Yeah, definitely. That's a big thing to grow every year. That's really beautiful.
It's amazing because just like I said, starting, I never would have imagined that it would have got so big, or like people are like, oh, you're the one that's behind Sparks Academy, because I'm more of a shy type person.
Yeah.
So I don't like to be in the midst of, everything. So Sparks Academy, I'm like, most definitely we're a group, we're a team. And I don't like to just single out one person, So yes, I am, the director and the founder, but at the same time, it's like it takes a lot for me to make Sparks Academy. Just like I said, that fire that starts, with a spark, and together we make a blaze. So
Definitely.
That's why I'm never, in the forefront when it comes to Sparks Academy, because I want everybody to get acknowledged that's helped and that's made Sparks Academy possible.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Thanks.
Right there. I like that a lot, because you're right about that. It definitely takes a team to get like anything done. It's like it always looks like it's that one person in the front, but that's never really true.
Right. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
absolutely not. Because if it was up to me, it's just like, I'm so nervous and shy. I'll just be like, well, I'll send somebody out, or I'll have somebody come talk. So, yeah, it definitely takes a team. And especially the kids, they're so encouraging. They're like, just like last week when they were here with me. So this isn't the Saturday that they will be here. Okay. I had them yesterday. So they were asking about it, and they're just like, you're going to do great. You're going to do fine. We'll be there in spirit. I was like, that's so cute.
Yeah, that's dope. So, yeah. You got to tell them they could come back up another time, because they didn't get to see this part.
No, they didn't. They didn't. But they were super excited last week. But like I said, we can definitely schedule something to where they're on
they can
here.
Come up and check it out. Like we love to let the younger people come in and see it, because my idea would be like they'll see what we doing, and they'll be like, that dude's doing a show, I could do a show way better than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the idea. So it's like it'll spark that in them a minute, because I mean, when you watch TV a lot of times, it's like, damn, like, I don't know, it seems so far away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you come in and you look and you see, and it's like we got AJ back here doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did this ourselves. It's not that hard. You know, it just takes that consistency of you want to get it done.
Right.
You know? So
and then if they see like-minded people, most definitely they might want to come into this, or, do something like this, so pretty much it's just encouraging them. So I think that was the main thing. So you absolutely right. Because they're like, so what are we going to do? So are we going to be on the radio? Like, they were super pumped. I'm talking about ready, had Facebook Live ready and everything. Like, are we going to be on TV? So Yeah, so they
That
were
is a
super
beautiful
excited
thing.
about it. So yeah, that'll be great for them to be able to come back and
Yeah.
actually see the studio and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. That's what we all about. So what's your favorite part about doing all of this? Because I mean, you can tell that you're passionate,
Right.
but what's like what's keep you going when it's hard to continue?
Well, when it comes to Sparks Academy, most organizations are like 9 to 5. I'm not a 9 to 5. Most definitely, I'm 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Right.
So these kids know that, I'm at graduations, I'm at, different events, recitals, and it's like, okay, my one kid turned into about 15 different kids, so it's like soccer and basketball. So that's, kind of what sets me aside from other organizations. And just to, like, 2 of my students I didn't even know had nominated me for an award. And one of them actually wrote about me.
Wow.
And that's what I was super passionate about. I mean, I was like teary-eyed because I'm like, for you to look at me as a role model, and here I am, just thinking that I'm just helping, but I'm actually making an impact in their lives,
Right.
And they're like, some of the stuff we've never, had a chance to do, and you were able to make that possible. And she was like, not saying anything about my family. She was like,
Right.
but you took us in under your wings, and, you're always with us. And, so I guess that's what made me keep going, and that, that's my drive when it comes to Sparks Academy.
Right.
So it's like, wow, to actually see the impact that I have on these kids, it's amazing.
Yeah, that is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Like get that next generation motivated.
Yeah, and then like when I had received the award, the Spirit to Serve award from Marriott, that was like super big to me, and I'm like, I didn't even know you guys had wrote into there. I didn't know Marriott was following me, nothing.
Right.
And they're like, well, when you do stuff in the community and you do stuff for people, you never know, who you're entertaining.
Right.
And I never even thought about it like that. So when I got that award, that was something like super huge to me, because
Yeah,
I was
that is
like,
a big
wow,
deal.
you guys are, actually following and looking, and I didn't even realize how much of an impact I had on the community. So
Yeah, that's dope.
Thank
it's
you.
definitely good work, and like I said, congratulations too on that
Thank you.
award. I
Thank
saw
you.
that you had won.
Yeah.
that. I was like, oh, that's dope.
I was like, out of all the people, I was like, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, I was super grateful for it.
Yeah, definitely. It feels good when people acknowledge, because it's like a lot of times you don't even do stuff to be acknowledged.
My point exactly. That's
Right.
it. That's just it. And then when it comes to you, it's more of a shock, and you're like, wow. And again, you never know how much you impact someone, because you're not looking at it at, oh, I'm doing this for this. I'm doing this
Yeah.
for this. And then, no, you're not looking at it like that. You're just looking at it like, this is something that comes natural to you. This is something that you like to do. This is something that you're passionate about.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And everything else is extra.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely agree with that. So with the college tours, like what kind of colleges do you go to? Like what's that all about?
Well, when we had one here, we actually had rented out the Omaha School for Deaf. We had the dorm rooms there. And we actually had people from the colleges come there. We had Devin Owens come. She was Miss, not America.
I know.
But
I
Miss
don't know her
Nebraska.
title. Yeah, I think Miss
Yeah, it
Nebraska.
was Miss Nebraska.
Yeah.
So she came up, we had a couple of different people actually come to the kids. So they actually stayed the night there. They stayed the night there in the dorm rooms, and we had them come and speak to them, and they, were super excited. As far as funding wise, we really don't have the funding to, be able to travel right now. So that's my next venture. Like we're,
Right.
Doing stuff so that we're able to travel to different colleges and stuff that they want to look at that their parents can't take them to. So right now we're just kind of stayed into, like Nebraska and Iowa, somewhere where we can just drive to for right now. So
Yeah, that's good though.
yeah, and that's where a couple of the students are going that actually graduated from the program, which is Sparks Academy. They're going to UNL, UNO, or they're going to Iowa. So
Right. Yeah,
that was
that's
cool.
dope. Yeah.
That was cool. So they were able to go look at it. We were able to take them down there and, get information. So now they're off to college in the fall. So that's
Yeah.
really, really amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. Because I remember when I was that age, like I didn't even really ever think about college.
Right.
Like I don't know why. I seen the movies and stuff, House Party 2, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I want to go to a party like that. But it's like, I never had the opportunity to go on a tour of a college or stuff like that. So that's good that because like I said, the more kids exposed to,
Right.
like then it's like the world gets bigger.
So they know if they really want to go to college or if they want to do a trade. And I tell them, it's okay if you want to go into a trade as well. College
definitely.
isn't for everybody. I mean, I went to school, I have a degree in criminal justice and also in, child care, medical billing and coding. The medical billing and coding and, the criminal justice, I never even used. It's like,
Right.
it was just something to do because everybody was doing it and everybody was going back to school. And
Right.
I'm like, I want to go to college. I need to go to college. And, that was just something that was embedded in my head that you need to go to college. You need to do something.
Right.
And it's like, I look back on it now, I had my child care for 14 years now. And it's like, I earned my child care degree while I was doing child care. That wasn't even a field that I was even going to go into.
Right.
So it's just like, you have to take them there, let them know what they want to do, tell them about different trades, take them to, community colleges and let them know, hey, it's okay to go to community colleges as well. You don't have to go through all these big colleges, something that you see on TV and you think that it's going to be glitz and glamour.
Right.
Because I'll pull out them student loan receipts and I tell you what, it's not glitz and glamour at all. But
it gets real.
Most definitely, whatever you want to go into, that's what we teach them to make sure that, this is the field you're going to probably switch up 2-3 times, but make sure that it's something that you want to do. So.
Yeah, definitely. Because that's what I did. I went to college because you're supposed to go to
Yep.
college. And now I'm in a trade, I'm a sheet metal worker, and I'm doing that to pay off my student loan.
Yeah, exactly. My point exactly. My point exactly.
Like, it definitely, that's a big thing too, because like I said, like I just went to college just to go. Like I never had no one tell me like until I was older, like, hey, why don't you do something you're passionate about?
Yeah. And then you go into financial education, but we're putting, kind of putting our kids in debt, like if they're doing something that they don't want to. So then that's kind of what we teach now before they go off to college. Like, okay, you're going to have student loans. So either you need to work, and pay those bills off while you're in college, or just make some kind of, payment towards there if that's something
Right.
that you want to do. Apply for grants, apply for scholarships, kind of, steer away from the financial aid unless you have to. But,
Right.
Actually just give them the tools and give them the knowledge, to where it comes to they're not having this largely amount bill, after they graduate and then they're overwhelmed and then they're in debt. And then
Right.
that's another problem that they're going to have to deal with. So, we're just trying to give them the skills before they go off to college to be able to, take care of that and let them know what's ahead for them, before
Yeah,
they graduate.
Yeah, that's you're right about that, because that's one thing that I would like wish I had known.
Yes.
And then I tell
Yes,
anybody that's
me
that
too.
age, like
Me too.
they're gonna want their money, man. And
Yeah.
you can't get rid
Yeah.
of it. Like
Yeah, they take your whole income tax check, man.
yeah, like they do everything. And it's hard to be, you young,
Yeah, get your little
24,
income tax.
25, and
Yes.
it's like, hey, you owe us 50,000.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they took trust me, they took my income tax and I didn't even know, and I was so happy because I had this job and I'm like, yes, I'm getting back money. And they're like, yeah, no, you're not.
Yeah.
So then I found out, why they took it. And I was just like, why didn't anybody explain this to me? Or why didn't anyone tell me? So, like I said, definitely a lesson learned.
Right.
And that's when you teach. Because my daughter was just like, how do you get credit? I want to get a cell phone bill. I'm like, sweetheart, you're only 17. First off, let's talk about credit and let's talk about how to establish it. And we're going to have a financial class. So,
Right.
I was like, because I'm the wrong one to ask about that, but I do know some professionals that will come in and teach a class and help. Because, yeah,
Oh, y'all
we
do
need that.
classes with that too?
Oh, yeah, we do a lot of classes. Like I said, I put on Facebook, I was like, does anybody want to help with CPR, cooking,
Yeah, I saw
just
that.
different trades and stuff. And had a lot of overwhelming from, like, it was just great, the amount of support that we had and the people who wanted to come in to teach classes. Vanessa Ward,
Yeah,
Apostle
yeah.
Ward. Yeah, she was like, I want to come in, I want to teach a class. We had Angel Martin, just different people come and CPR in the hood,
Yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, we're going to come teach a class. So, it's just like, they're all going to come, they're going to teach classes. We're going to do couponing classes. We're going to do Spanish classes. We're going to do every kind of class that they want to do. Anything that they wanted to do, most definitely, we're going to have a class on it, either on Friday, a Saturday. If it has to be out throughout the week, then that's what we're going to go ahead and do. But as long as they get the knowledge on stuff that they want to do, then that's what we're going to do.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. That's really dope. Because that's another big thing, just financial literacy.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's stuff I still learn right now, and I'm like, man, if I would have knew this before,
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't even know, like when I was signing up, getting that U.S. Cellular back in the day in the middle of the mall. Like I'm not really even understanding. Like I'm signing a contract.
Yes.
You know, like that. 10 years later, when I'm trying to buy a house, they could be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you owe
Remember
Sprint."
that? Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Yes. Yes.
Like, or it was a free phone. Like no, the service was free.
Yes.
Like, you know, it's like,
Yes.
and that's little things that somebody gonna want that later on. You know, you gonna, how did I get a 540 credit score? Like this is why.
Yeah,
Like,
and I told my daughter, I was like, you need to go to Cricket, someplace that doesn't have a contract. I said, you know what? And this is like totally off the subject, but I was like, look at it like a relationship. Do you plan on going into like, oh my gosh, that boy is cute. Do you plan on going into a 10-year contract with him or a 5-year contract with him? And she was like, no. I was like, you have to get to know him first, right? And she's like, yeah. So, you know, we laughed about it, but it's so funny. I was like, when it comes to contracts, I was like, you need to be careful where you sign the dotted line. I said, because there's a lot of small writing, you know, up under there that you need to read and you need to look at, because they're like, hey, if you stop this contract, you'll have to pay for this phone flat out. You'll have to do this. You'll have to do that.
Yeah.
So I said, there's a lot of hidden words in there or whatever. So she was like, but when you put it like that with the boyfriend terms, oh, you make perfect sense. I think I'm going to go to Cricket. And I just fell out laughing. I was like, you know, and I don't know if I'm harming her or helping her, but you know,
Hey,
I told her I didn't come with a manual when it came to being your mother. You didn't come with a manual when it came to being my daughter. So like I said, we've been doing great this far, but when it comes to, like I said, the financial education part, getting back on that, I said, most definitely I'm going to get you some real help.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
that's dope. And I'm glad it's people there that's willing to, and that's what I learned too. Like if it is people that's willing to come and step in, it's just a lot of times, that's why I wanted you to come, because people don't know where to go. They don't know where to help. Like, so, you know, to be able to put all of those things together is like, that's a dope thing. That's real big what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Definitely. So why don't you let people know again where they can sign up? Because I know it's some people that's going to want to come and.
Yeah. Well, they can give me a call, actually, because like I said, it's every other Friday, and we just did it this Friday. So it's kind of confusing, you know, on the Fridays and Saturdays until, you know, you start coming. So it's area code 402-208-5719. And
I'll put it on the screen, too.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, so it's best to either call or shoot a text, or, you know, find me on Facebook under Alesha Dumas. And I'm very responsive to the, you know, messenger if they want to know more information, most definitely.
Right on. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate you having me. No, that's fine.
Really,
it's fine.
I really do.
I understand
appreciate
stuff
it.
happens. It's fine.
Yeah, because it's dope, and I want to, you know, if this will help get people to be more involved, you know,
Right.
and if they think they got something in their life that they should be doing and they hesitant. You know, I want people to see people that's actually doing it.
Right.
You know, so we can get out here and do this work. Because, I mean, to me, it's all about the babies, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like, so the less people that fall through the cracks, they got somebody that they know love them,
Right.
the better we are.
That's it. Sky's the limit.
So, yeah.
And then most definitely they won't forget about you, obviously, when they, you know, when they get older. You know, just like I had a program that I was in, I didn't forget about them. Their name is Rod and Sandy Washington. You know, it was No Limits. So that's where we went on all kind of tours, and kids across America, the KAA camps and different stuff like that. That's where I learned how to horseback ride, you know, just everything. And it was all because of them, because they took the time out to help me. So, you know, now I can be a blessing to somebody else.
Right.
So.
We used to go to Mr. Joe Edmondson Center.
Man, I'm telling you.
We used to be
I'm
there.
telling you, it takes to
be
be an inner city youth, you know, to be able to give back and appreciate that and know how you felt when you were younger and when you went on those trips and, you know, like, wow, somebody paid for me, or somebody did this, or somebody did that. I can go to this camp.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, it took being an inner city youth to be able to help out.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. You're definitely right. Well, my people, we come again to the end of the show. I want to thank y'all for joining us, and I want to thank you for coming out again.
Most definitely.
And we'll make sure we put the information up for anybody that want to, you know, volunteer or cut a check, you know, something like that. You didn't say it, so I'm going to say it. You know, I got you. But, yeah, that's it. So, you know, let us know what you think about the episode, and you can catch us at thevoicesofreasonshow.com. And yeah, that's it. So peace.